I keep saying it every time I'm on, but it's, you know, when you've got Aguero who's set such high standards, you know, we're not talking about just a good player, we're talking about one of the Premier League greats. When you've got Jesus, he doesn't give the same edge. He works really hard for the team, but he's not potent in front of goal like Aguero is. And it's not, I'm not disrespecting him in any way, but it's just Aguero set the bar so high. At this moment, the partnership between Diaz and Stones looks really good. There might be an option where they might go to a free at the back at some stage, get players further forward. But yeah, they're amazing. He's done really good things as John Stones.
Okay, God.
First time in 9 months after injury. No injured Aubameyang, Bukayo Saka, Willian and David Luiz are among those given the night off here. Pep Guardiola makes plenty of changes as well. 7 from the side that won at Southampton. American international Zach Steffen has started both previous rounds. A rare start for Aymeric Laporte, an even rarer one for Alexander Zveni. The message remains strong in the fight against racism, and fourth provided by the Ukrainian Zinchenko. Early moment, early goal, and Gabriel Jesus heads home with barely 2 minutes on the clock. His drought in front of goal is over. Arsenal's gloom deepens.
Well, incredible, isn't it, to get a free header a couple of yards from goal. Gabriel, Mustafi stare at each other. Who was marking him? Who was responsible? And Jesus does a decent enough job there, but
he's got his swagger back. Swept in by Rodri. Slightly panicky, but it is away by Willock up against Aymeric Laporte. And Arsenal have a corner. It's looking ominous for Arsenal, promising for Manchester City. It's whistled wide by Fernandinho.
yeah, already you see shoulders dropping amongst the home team here. A lack of intensity.
Solo sliding it in tidily for his compatriot.
Well,
To open the scoring for City. In by Ceballos, Lacazette puts it behind.
yeah, too far past that near.
João Cancelo. It's good improvisation there by Foden. But
Wood Bellis, both were involved in the previous rounds, but
and Liam Delap also,
Yeah.
Rory Delap's son.
there.
Cool by Zinchenko, cleared by Steffen. Arsenal fans' minds, it's been a pretty bruising time. Steffen recovered, as Martinelli closing down.
That's exactly the kind of.
This is Cancelo. Mahrez, blocked by El Neni, and Manchester City in by Mahrez, just wide. Martinelli in the box. That'll come through to Steffen. Foden with the corner. Out by Kolasinac. Jesus, scorer of the goal, seeking a second. El Neni, a wild lunge. Stuart Atwell will book him for that. Okay, just fancy doing so. Oh, the wall was well enough constructed to divert it away for a corner. Could punish him. Mahrez went down, and Ceballos is eventually pulled up for it. In it comes from Cancelo, over it goes from Rodri.
Oh, he's done that twice now. Very good, Jesus.
And another yellow card this time for Shkodran Mustafi. Diaz, who recovered well. Lacazette took a blow. Back with Martinelli. Inviting over Willock's head and into the back of the net from Alex Lacazette. Against the run of play, most certainly. But Alex Lacazette has levelled it up for Arsenal.
I'll tell you what, Martinelli has led the fight here for Arsenal. If anything threatening has happened, it's been Martinelli, the teenager, who's usually been behind it. and he chips in with a nice cross.
Nice shape on that one. Martinelli underneath it. Kept in by Kolasinac, or was it? No, the flag is... Neither one to try and keep City at bay. It's a decent ball in. There's Mahrez, but Gabriel was in ahead of him. Can Arsenal capitalise? Ceballos, Lacazette.
Well, City's turn to look nervous through their goalkeeper.
Cedric. Back to Mahrez, neat combination. Foden, it's Jesus, and Runarsson with a magnificent save. Just couldn't keep it in Ainsley Maitland-Niles, but the signs are... Martinelli looks to have kept himself onside. Stefan got there first, but only just. Now that looked pretty clear handball.
Such a close run thing.
But at half-time, the scoreline: Arsenal 1, Manchester City 1. Final at the end of April rather than at the end of February. The glint of silverware is there somewhere in the distance. One of these two will claim it by the time we're finished here tonight. João Cancelo. Martinelli snapped back at him. And out comes Runarsson. Jesus goes to ground. Gabriel, perhaps a little unlucky there. Exchanges of the first half. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Rolled this ball over the foot, went over the... Riyad Mahrez, Runarsson through his gloves into the back of the net. A desperate moment for Arsenal's #2 goalkeeper, and goal #2 for Manchester City.
Well, just when everybody's thinking he's going to whip one over that wall, he goes the keeper's side. He's got his body behind it, he's got his hands behind it, Runarsson, but it's like a bar of soap.
Closing in on yet another place in the semi-final, and Foden finishes absolutely beautifully. A delight of a touch, and the road to Wembley is looking assured for Manchester City again as they close in on a place in the semi-finals.
Well, he hasn't played a big part in this match, Phil Foden, in the way that he has so often in a City shirt, but he's shown his quality here with that That's a delightful ball in, and Manchester City have another. Phil Foden puts it on a plate for Aymeric Laporte. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 4. It's becoming a procession at the Emirates. Yeah, such was the quality of the cross. I mean, those City shirts are moving forward. The red and white ones stood still. Mustafi thinking it's offside.
Looks to slip it through. Now here's the through ball. Throw it.